Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Islamic or Sharia law, session number 25. Injunctions for social life or social living. That continues, and this would be the last session for this topic. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulullah amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Visiting other people's homes. Do not go to other people's home without permission. The Holy Quraan has given detailed instructions in this respect, as said in ayah 24-27 to 29. O you who believe, enter not houses other than your own until you have sought permission, and when you go in, extend your salutations to the inmates, wishing their safety and security. Observing these social etiquettes is best for you, so that your society always manifests the finest. If you find no one in the house, enter not. In any case, never enter until you have sought permission. If you are asked to go back without feeling any displeasure. Keeping up such manners will keep improving your associations. Allah knows all that you do. There is, however, no restraint on you to enter houses not used for living, those which serve some other use for you, and if these are common go downs, enter not with bad intention. Always keep in mind that Allah has knowledge of what you reveal and what you conceal. Etiquettes of assembly. A. Observe assembly etiquettes while sitting in and leaving. As said in ayah 58-11, O you who believe, these hypocrites, when they come to your assemblies, sit close to each other for the sake of whispering together. Thus, if you are asked to make room in the assemblies, spread out. Do make room, so that the hypocrites shall also have to spread out, and you will not have to suspect that they are conspiring against you. This ought to be a routine in the assemblies. Thus, Allah shall make way for broad mindedness amongst you, and when you are told to rise up, do so. These are small matters, but their effects are far reaching. And if you obey these injunctions, Allah will raise those of you to suitable ranks and degrees who believe in such things wholeheartedly and are acquainted with the wisdom and purpose hidden in it. Remember, Allah's law of requital is well acquainted with what you do. B. When you are invited for a meal, do not go there before time and do not indulge in unnecessary talk. Such things may cause inconvenience to the host, as said in ayah 33-53. O you who believe, do not go to the house of the Nabi until he invites you to a meal, and then not so early as to wait for its preparation. And when you have taken your meal, disperse without seeking familiar talk. Such behavior causes annoyance to the Nabi. He will feel shy in asking you to depart, but Allah is not hesitant to tell you the right course. Just imagine the society in which the Quran was revealed to the Nabi. Its level of civilization was so low that they had to be taught etiquettes even in small matters of everyday occurrence. But after a few years' training by the Nabi, they were in a position of bringing about improvement, not only in the Roman and Persian civilizations, but also taught ways of living to European nations. Jealousy. Do not be jealous of others. This attitude has been condemned. When it is said in Ayah 4-54, they feel jealous of what Allah has bestowed on others out of His bounties. Backbiting, slandering, as said in Ayah 49-12, do not slander each other. Nicknaming others, do not call others by nicknames, not stigmatize them, as said in Ayah 49-11. Do not defame each other, nor be sarcastic to each other, nor call each other by offensive nicknames. When, after having professed Iman, belief in Allah, you are determined to become the bearer of graceful manners, and then why nickname each other? Envy. As said in Ayah 4-54, do not envy mankind for what Allah has given them of His bounty. Jesting. Do not laugh at others, as said in Ayah 49-11. O you who believe, let not one party among you laugh at others. May be they are better than those of yours lot. Nor let some women laugh at others. It may be that the latter are better than the former. Neither men nor women should do it. Public exposure of others. Unless you have been subjected to an excess, do not publicly expose others. As said in Ayah 4-148, Allah loveth not that evil should be made public, except when injustice has been done to somebody. Mistrust. Avoid suspicion and mistrust. As said in Ayah 49-12, O you who believe, avoid suspicion as far as possible, because some suspicion becomes sin. When differences arise between you, some evil mongers take advantage of it. Begin to create suspicion among you. Be careful about it. Always have a favorable opinion about others and avoid suspicion. Some suspicions reach the degree of crime and sin. Ridiculing of divine system. Deen. The divine system is very important as well as sensitive matter. Those who do not take it seriously forsake their company, as said in Ayah 4-140, friendly relations with the non believers aside. Allah has ordained in the book that when you hear the signs of Allah, verses of Quran held in defiance and ridicule, you are not to sit in their company unless they stop doing this and turn to a different subject. If you join them in such a congregation, you would become like of them, although there is nothing common between you and them. Forsake the company of such people, as said in Ayah 6-70. Leave such people alone when not to speak of the divine system. Do not give any importance to the divine code of their own life, which they have adopted, and consider it as mere play and amusement. Crooked reasoning. Do not indulge in absurd reasoning. Present your case with clear arguments, reasons, wisdom, and exhortation. As said in Ayah 16-125, invite people to the way of your sustainer with wisdom and exhortation. Talk to them in an elegant manner. Keep before yourselves the aims and objects of the divine laws and of the moral values. Anger, rage. Do not get into fits of extreme anger, as said in Ayah 3-133. To control oneself when enraged has been described by the Holy Quraan as a virtue of the believers. Forgiveness. If anybody acts wrongfully in ignorance, but regrets afterwards, if you think that if forgiven, he shall mend himself, forgive him. Allah is most forgiving, and Allah is most forgiving and merciful, as said in Ayah 6-54. Self-correction, mending one's ways. You should try correcting others, but give preference to your own correction. The Jews were admonished, as said in Ayah 2-44, do you enjoin right conduct on others and forget to practice it yourself? Your own correction includes correction of your own families as well, as said in Ayah 66-6. O you who believe, save yourselves and your families from the fire of hell. Do not bully people with your virtues. Do not try to impress and bully people on account of self proclaimed virtues. Do not ascribe purity of yourselves. 53 32. Do not keep calling yourself virtuous. He only knows best who it is who guards against evil. Incompatibility of words and thoughts, something in the mind and another thing on the tongue, is the worst habit. The state of hypocrite is described as follows in ayah 3 167. They say with their mouths what is not in their hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, here the session of injunctions of civil life, uh, it ends. Let's very repentfully and remorsefully pray from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the wisdom and true intention, sincere intention to learn Holy Quran and Islamic law, and gives us the courage and strength to apply it completely 100% on ourselves, our kith and kins, families, societies, countries, and world as a whole. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be our best guide and protector and bestows upon us what is best suited for us. Ladies and gentlemen, please take care of yourselves, your near and dears, and your environment as a whole. Inshallah, till next session. Allah Hafiz.